Specialized load handling and rigging. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this lecture on specialized load handling and rigging, where we will focus on the safe and efficient management of oversized or heavy loads. This session aims to enhance your understanding of using rigging and lifting equipment while ensuring safe load handling and placement procedures. Handling oversized or heavy loads. Introduction. The importance of proper load assessment before handling any load. Conducting a thorough assessment is crucial. This involves calculating the weight, dimensions, center of gravity, and potential hazards associated with the load. Utilizing this information ensures the selection of appropriate equipment and methodologies, reducing the risk of accidents. Using rigging and lifting equipment. Rigging and lifting equipment are vital components in handling specialized loads. Selecting the correct equipment is imperative for safety and efficiency. Types of rigging equipment. Slings, available in various materials such as wire rope, chain, and synthetic web, each suited for different load types and conditions. Shackles, used to connect slings. They come in various shapes like anchor shackles and chain shackles. Hooks, essential for connecting and securing loads, with types including grab hooks and slip hooks. Hoists, mechanical devices used to lift and lower loads, including manual, electric, and pneumatic hoists. Lifting equipment, for lifting heavy loads, specialized equipment is necessary. Cranes, used for lifting and moving heavy loads vertically and horizontally in controlled environments. Forklifts, ideal for moving loads over short distances. Operators must be trained and certified. Winches, employ cable or wire to lift or pull heavy loads horizontally. Equipment maintenance and inspection. Regular inspection and maintenance of rigging and lifting equipment are mandatory. Look for signs of wear, deformation, corrosion, or any malfunction that might compromise safety. Implement a routine check protocol to ensure all equipment is in optimal working condition before use.
Safe load handling and placement procedures for specialized loads. Ensuring safety during load handling and placement involves meticulous planning and execution of procedures. Planning and preparation. Site assessment. Evaluate the site conditions, including terrain, weather, and obstacles. Load verification. Double-check load calculations and equipment capacity. Communication plan. Establish clear communication channels between team members, especially signalers and operators. Load handling technique. Sling angles. Maintain appropriate sling angles to prevent slippage or snapping. Balancing loads. Ensure even weight distribution by correctly assessing the center of gravity. Guideline usage. Utilize taglines or guidelines to control load sway. Incremental lifting. Lift loads slowly to monitor stability and make real-time adjustments if necessary. Safe placement procedures. Upon reaching the destination point, carefully execute load placement. Clear destination area. Ensure the designated area is free from obstructions and personnel. Controlled lowering. Gradually lower the load while maintaining balance and avoiding sudden movements. Load securing. Once placed, immediately secure the load to prevent movement or instability. Emergency protocols and safety measures. Despite careful planning, emergencies can occur. It's crucial to have clear protocols in place. Training and drills. Regularly train employees in emergency response procedures. First aid kits. Ensure first aid supplies are accessible at all times. Clear evacuation routes. Maintain clear pathways and mark evacuation routes prominently. In conclusion, handling specialized loads requires a thorough understanding of both the equipment and the environment. By following best practices and adhering to safety standards, we can ensure that operations are conducted efficiently and without incident.
Summary. Handling oversized or heavy loads requires specialized equipment, trained personnel, and careful planning to ensure safety and prevent accidents. In this lesson, we covered the key principles, best practices, and safety considerations for handling oversized or heavy loads. Key principles. 1. Risk assessment. Identify potential hazards and develop a plan to mitigate them. 2. Equipment selection. Choose appropriate equipment and rigging for the load. 3. Safe handling and transportation. Follow principles of safe handling and transportation. 4. Emergency preparedness. Develop a plan for emergency response and contingency planning. Best practices. 1. Conduct thorough risk assessments, identify potential hazards, and develop a plan to mitigate them. 2. Use specialized equipment and rigging. Choose equipment and rigging that is designed for handling oversized or heavy loads. 3. Train personnel. Ensure that personnel involved in handling oversized or heavy loads are trained and competent. 4. Develop and implement emergency response plans. Develop a plan for emergency response and contingency planning. Safety considerations. 1. Crush hazards. Ensure that loads are properly secured to prevent crushing hazards. 2. Falling objects. Ensure that loads are properly secured to prevent falling objects. 3. Collision risks. Ensure that loads are properly routed to prevent collision risks. 4. Weather conditions. Ensure that loads are properly secured and protected from weather conditions. Equipment and rigging. 1. Cranes. Choose cranes that are designed for handling oversized or heavy loads. 2. Rigging equipment. Choose rigging equipment that is designed for handling oversized or heavy loads. 3. Transportation equipment. Choose transportation equipment that is designed for handling oversized or heavy loads. Emergency response and contingency planning. 1. Develop an emergency response plan. Develop a plan for emergency response and contingency planning. 2. Identify emergency response personnel. Identify personnel who will be responsible for emergency response. 3. Conduct regular drills and training. Conduct regular drills and training to ensure that personnel are prepared for emergency response. Handling oversized or heavy loads requires careful planning, attention to detail, and a commitment to safety. By following key principles, best practices, and safety considerations, individuals can minimize risks and ensure successful load handling operations. Characteristics of heavy loads typically exceed weight limits for standard equipment and require specialized gear. Characteristics of oversized loads have dimensions that surpass regular transportation and handling capabilities, which may require special permits. Thank you for participating in this session on specialized load handling and rigging. We hope this knowledge aids in executing your responsibilities safely and effectively. See you again in the next lesson. Remember safety first.